What's good, y'all? This is your boy Joe Cliff, and what I'm gonna need for y'all to do is to hit that like button, hit that share button, comment a little something. Make sure you subscribe and get these videos running. We gotta get these analytics up. We gotta get it running through the algorithms, and we gotta get it going. Make sure you tap in. Joe Cliff, outside looking in, all that good stuff. You already know the Joe Show. We rocking. Thank y'all.
Heartbeat. I think at that point, that's where your mind can kind of travel uh, throughout your body, throughout its own mind. Um, but nah, as I sit here crafting, I just started thinking of like a collective of ideas, and inside that collective of ideas, it made me realize like as I who I am now as a person and who I was as a child. It bothers me to know how much I was lied to and how much I thought was the right way to go about things, or how much I thought that this was the way the world works versus understanding what I know and seeing what I see now and going, damn, this cycle or this grand design is is beyond deep. So I'm here to say this. I'm gonna say this loud and clear. Africa is not the cradle of civilization. If you got some African niggas in here that want to pull up, feel free. I'm not debating with nobody. I'm just going to state some clear facts. Africa is not the cradle of civilization. Africa is not the birthplace to all black people. Africa is part of a collective, and that collective is called Earth. I'm going to say this loud and clear. Black people are native to this entire planet, from the top to the bottom of every place on the whole Earth. Black people, dark skinned people, melanated people, whatever you want to call it, people of color. We're native to every corner of this whole planet, and you can just track back as much as you want. So as I grasp this idea, it forms another idea in my mind. With the thought of understanding that we are native to every corner of this whole planet, where do the ops come from? It's the greatest question. So I want to bring someone up. If there's anybody in the crowd anywhere. Now hold on, before any one of the niggas speak. If there's anybody in the crowd that is of non-black descendant, can you please come up? Because I want to ask some valuable questions. Anyone at the bottom that is of non-black descendant, please come up here. So I just want to ask a valuable question. Anyone. All right, I'm gonna add this guy. Come on up here, Dom. Add a speaker.
Hello?
Dom.
Yo,
Dom.
what's up? Much respect.
All right. You're not black, right?
Correct. I'm
What
Italian.
are you? All right. All right. How much of your history do you know?
I would say I know a good bit of my personal
Like,
family history.
like, do you know like of like ancient Italian?
No, other than
Why?
the Romans. I don't think I've gotten there yet. I'm only towards like the
Why not?
1500s in my
So
research.
before the 1500s, what was it?
Let's see, in Italy?
It's,
Yeah, we had
it's what could you recall before the 1500s?
that's where it all started with Greece and the Romans before. We,
So do you ever sit back and ask yourself this question? All right, what was it before Rome?
oh, of course.
Do you know?
I got ideas, but I don't
All
know
right,
for
what's your
sure.
ideas?
I mean, Or you want me to
Come on
start?
now, no, don't come on. Let it out. Let it out. What's
Let's
your
see.
ideas, Big G?
Mine right now. I
Hmm.
think we evolved from monkeys with a symbiotic relationship with a fungus of some sort that predates us, and it connects all living life forms with some sort of intelligence that goes through their neural network and links us in some sort of collective consciousness, and we're all bound to sort of synergize in harmony, like the way that cells die, where they reach equilibrium, and I believe that we're all striving for that collectively.
I like you, bro.
Love you too.
Smart ass nigga.
I
I
appreciate
fucks with you, bro. I fuck with my fans, man. Smart ass nigga.
it.
Smart ass white nigga. Fuck with you, my G. All right, now boom. I remember I told somebody that, and person was like, "Nah, man, white people didn't arrive for monkeys." But this is the first time, like publicly, I've heard someone say that. That is like of a non-black descendant. I guess because people say black people derivatives of monkeys because we're more darker skinned and monkeys are like black and shit like that.
Yeah,
Whatever,
I think
whatever.
it's just ignorance because of the color blindness. That's just a physical feature that we've evolved to based on,
Yeah.
I think, our location and our environment for the most part.
All right. So in that aspect, as far as the history of, let's just say, dark skinned people, right? Are you aware that like dark skinned people pretty much roam the entire planet?
Yeah, I would say so.
All right. So if there was a point of time in history where dark skinned people roamed the entire planet, it's crazy we use the word roam, roaming, but dark people,
Nomads.
yeah,
I
it's
mean,
kind
that
of
was what it
wild.
was like. You had your tribes and your bands and your nomadic tribes because
Yeah.
you couldn't really get a cohesive unit of enough people.
But even
Resources.
when you think about like the term nomad and the form of like context switch that they've placed upon many words linguistically, you hear the word nomad and you think like a motherfucker with a buffalo skirt on and a spear
Right, right.
walking around. But that is not the case for any prehistoric. I don't even want to use the word prehistoric. Any, I would say, ancient or previous
Pre-modern.
pre-modern.
Yeah.
The deeper we get, and the deeper I get into not even reading books, but tapping in within self and walking down my own DNA ladder, there were trillions of civilizations prior to what we see now. And it led me to think niggas was never cavemen, ever.
What you mean?
There's civilizations
Oh,
that
absolutely. Like
there's there's
intelligent.
there's tons of civilizations that pre-exist BC, DC, AC, whatever the fuck you want to call it. It's tons
What
of
we
civilizations.
know is our history.
Yeah, what we know is our history.
What we
So
believe to know is our history.
what's been painted is slavery, pre-slavery, niggas was just in the jungle with spears. That's what we've been painted. But
Right.
man, there's multiple
We
civilizations.
believe we believe we came from a monkey straight to cavemen, as some sort of sub-intelligent life, and then learned all this way.
So all right. So at this point in time, you do understand that like there is a war happening, right?
Between who?
Between darker skinned people and light skinned people.
Yeah, I believe so.
There's a war happening, and it's always gonna happen, and it's never not gonna happen. What do
Why do you
you?
think that is?
And I was gonna ask you that. I was gonna ask you because I'm gonna tell you this, and I want to say this loud and clear in front of the space. There is no such thing as a black racist person. It's not possible. Black people can't be racist. It's just not possible. We don't. No black person on earth looks at a non-black person and go, "I don't like that person because he's non-black."
You don't think so? You don't think
No,
that there's one ignorant black person in the world that thinks so?
no, not a single black person does not like non-black people based on the color of them being non-black.
I see. I
Any
see. I see.
any
I see
hatred,
what you're saying.
any hatred a black person has for a non-black person is based off what has happened throughout history.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. It's literally a cause and effect.
Yeah, I see.
I mean, like if and I'll say this: if non-black people had any hatred for, I mean, if black people had any hatred for non-black people, it would have been smoke soon as our two parties connected. Now we invited people in. Hey, come on and eat and do all type of
Right,
shit.
right.
Niggas brought smallpox and all type of wild shit. But nah, no black person could be raised. It's not even possible. So I say this to say, as a non-black person, I'm glad you came over here. I need somebody who's not ignorant, like somebody with like solid intelligence.
Well, I'm glad I came
All
too.
right. From your perspective, and I'm pretty sure you got mad racist people in your family, and it's 100%
Yeah,
all
100%.
like
Yeah,
mad racist. I want
guaranteed.
to ask you this personally. What is it?
All right. I was hoping you'd ask because
What
I feel
what
like
is it? Yeah, like what really is it that
this.
non-black people don't like about black people? Because like I want to know what is the grand reason for this whole back and forth.
So you say that that any sort of hatred that black people have for non-black people comes from the byproduct of these this societal war or
Yeah, for sure,
this race war.
for sure.
And I think that the this sort of hatred that non-black people have for black people comes from our history. We're led to believe that you know black folk are lesser and always have been, other than the fact that they were the first ones here. But in that sense, we associate them with them subhuman, intelligent life forms that we are led to believe that we evolved from. And I feel like in all these history books that we're taught, we're led to believe that these non-black people are all these big conquerors, no matter what they did, even though that they were evil. It's all deemed necessary because of the civilization that we have today. You know?
So like let's take the word like Columbus, the great conquistador that traveled the
Right.
seas and discovered America and did everything absolutely right.
Bro gave
And
me a day off of school for so
he gave
many
me a
years.
day off of school. And in that
Hmm.
aspect, the context has changed. We hear the word conquistador, and it sounds mighty.
Exactly.
Yeah, but
Exactly.
but what we don't see is these are mass murders.
What went through for that
This,
conquest? You know?
they wasn't on a friendly trip to meet new people.
Hmm.
They jumped on the boats to destroy.
Right.
So I say this to say, right, you'll hear, let's just say this, and everybody's heard it, like you'll hear a non-black person go, oh, nigger, or whatever the case may be, or just I try to really ask myself, like, in the beginning, like, what
I think that's a test of power.
but I'm
I
saying,
think
like
I
like
think
all
they're
right,
trying to
niggas,
test like
niggas, niggas,
if
niggas,
this
this is what
this
I'm saying.
history is true.
Based on what I've researched throughout the past, niggas, as in black people, and I like using the
Right.
word niggas, it just sounds dope.
Hmm.
Niggas have always been open and inviting to whoever.
Hmm.
I think we just always been that type of people where it's like, yeah, nigga, we got pyramids, we got gold, nigga, we balling, we got hoes, nigga, my dick big, nigga, I ain't
Yeah.
got nothing to worry about. Come on in the house.
Right. Right. Right.
And we are inviting to everyone. And I think back in the days, like when we invited y'all in the house, like, why? Like, what was
Well,
like
that's the thing. Well, because I don't believe that that non-black people hate black people inherently, like the way that you believe that black people don't hate non-black people based on the pure color of their skin or anything like that.
so you
I
think it's
think it,
more so like a systematic design for power?
I believe so. Yeah, we're led to we got like all these this history saying how things were and how this species has
So
evolved and these
in other
races are
words,
different.
so do you think that there is a third party? There's a third party, like, and
I don't
I want
know.
to go here. I want to go here based on just a concept that I have in my mind.
Yeah, because
I
this has been a confliction that I've had for a little while with
yeah,
myself.
I'm and because I go okay, like you know, there's a lot of like non-black people that are just as programmed as black people based on the information that they received, vice versa the information we received.
Right.
So if a non-black kid goes to school and he's reading the same books we reading, those books are going to empower that person completely different. Um,
That's why culture is so different wherever you are, and what you learn, what you're taught, is going to influence how you interact with those other subcultures. Nowadays, at least, because we're so, predisposed to what we should believe.
all right. Now, as a non-black person, I want to ask you this question too.
That's
All
good.
right, it's gonna be kind of hard. I'm gonna
That's
get it
what
out.
it.
Hold on. Let me breathe. And breathe. And the reason why I'm breathing is I see a few people in the crowd that work for a specific few companies, and I'm already invested in these companies, but I'm probably gonna lose the investments after this space. But I really don't give a fuck.
I'll breathe with you.
Let me take this breath, man. I'm about to drop this bag. Let me fumble it real quick. All right. Um, why do white people need suntan lotion to exist inside of what we consider natural space and air? Why?
That's an interesting question. Do we need it? Did we need it? Or do we need it now? How long have we
I'm actually.
needed it?
How long have you guys needed it?
I don't know. That's what I don't know. When was the first application of suntan lotion? Let's get it. Hold on. I might get
Who
some
was
going on.
who?
Let's
Who was the first?
first suntan
Jonathan
lotion.
Craig Archibald, the first man to use suntan. Who was the first nigga to use suntan lotion?
I'm pulling up my good old Wikipedia. This shit is my Bible. Let's see. The first sunscreen in the world was invented by Australia chemist Milton Blake in 1932. Uh, I don't know if there's any history. Let's see. Before that, like if there's any
What was
historical
Milton?
applicant.
What was the dude that created it? Is black, white? What was he?
Oh, I would assume white, but let's see. He doesn't really have any information on here.
All right.
Let's get that Google going.
All right. So I'm gonna say this right, and this might be crucial to a lot of people watching this. But like, there's no such thing as like a white Australian, right?
Right, they came from Aborigines and were black.
Yeah. So like,
And
you
with
can't
the what were they? The
British
people
and
in
all type of all
no the I'm thinking of a specific one down in Portugal.
let it
What
rip.
they
Let it rip.
they
Come here, big.
start with an A. Whatever. I forget. I don't
Yeah,
remember.
but no, that's dope. So the first nigga to use suntan lotion. So like, cause I watch like a lot of like, you know, used to watch like a lot of Viking movies, and I used to watch like a lot of movies. I noticed like in all the movies, it's always overcast. It's
Hmm.
very rarely sunny.
I mean, but all the Vikings, what were they? Were they pale? Excuse me.
I don't know what the fuck they was, but I know they
But
ate niggas.
I definitely know they weren't using suntan lotion though. You
No, they
know,
most definitely wasn't suntan lotion.
but they up in the north. So I wonder
Like
if
Nordic. All right.
maybe they transitioned down in their some sort of conquest, and that's where it came down. So as we adapted, we couldn't get darker skin, so we had to make suntan lotion somewhere else.
Do you know how suntan lotion is made?
Some sort of chemical. That's what I was gonna see to see if there was any sort of like ancient applicant. Let's see. Phenylsalicylates. Salicylate? I'm a fucking chemist. Is that mine? Let's
No,
see.
that's me.
Uh, it doesn't even look like it was derived from some sort of plant directly. It is an organic compound, so it's got to be made from something,
It's not really too much information on what suntan lotion is made out of.
right?
But you want to take a wild guess?
What?
Just take a guess. Take a guess.
Let's see. I want to guess.
Start with an M.
Start with
Starts
the
with an
N.
M. N.
Start with the N. Start with the M and the N. Two ways you can say it.
Shit, man, I don't know.
Niggas or melanin.
No, ain't no way.
What you mean? Ain't no way.
Where?
Why would
What's
you?
that from?
Why
What
would you
was
say that?
that? I mean, I guess if I'm I just got chemicals right here. It could be. I don't see why not. But where's that from?
It's most definitely made out of niggas.
Why do you say that?
No, it is.
Well, you can't just
No,
say
no,
that.
no, no, no. I can't say that. It
No,
is
it's
made
made
out of
out.
niggas.
I think it's made out of sunflowers.
It's made out of sunflowers.
Yeah, it just is though. You know,
It's this. They be outside all day. Fuck it.
right? They just took that shit and they started rubbing it, and they're like, "Damn, this shit works."
Nah, nah,
Sunflower, suntan lotion. Why not?
nah. But most definitely is most definitely made out of melanin and a few more other chemicals. But it's made out of melanin.
I can see that. That makes sense. Now that you say that.
Where you get melanin from?
I mean, yeah.
Nah, they don't
Shit, but
show
white
not.
people get melanin too with
They don't
freckles,
show
right?
not watermelons.
With freckles, they get moles. I got a big mole on my face.
Nah, that ain't our melanin, my nigga. That's smallpox.
What you? No, you can't disrespect my mole like that. That shit. Did
No,
you
I'm
ever see
fucking.
Marilyn Monroe?
Yeah, nah, we see it.
A
I
couple
used to
brothers
always
definitely
want to
piped her
look.
down. Come on.
Nah, but nah, like you know, suntan lotion made out of niggas, big dog. Grinded up niggas.
I could get behind that. But like, so where are we supplying them all from now?
Well, were you supplying suntan lotion from?
No, where are we supplying the black people?
Niggas
Missing.
die
I know
rapidly.
that. So we're taking them from the morgues. You're saying. I
Who
want to
on the
know the whole
morgue? I
process.
don't know no
Take me
nigga.
through. Take me through the suntan lotion factory process.
All right,
It's
I'm gonna
probably
walk you
it's
down. I'm gonna walk you down. I'm gonna walk it all down to you.
Because I have
So
never heard this, and
it
I'm
would be
intrigued.
completely cruel to just in the times we live in, colonization and all that shit has been masked and disguised with frowns and maximum forms of double speaking. So they just can't come to a random hood and scrape up a bunch of project kids in the van. So what happened is there's a systematic design called the ghetto.
Mm-hmm.
Inside this systematic design called the ghetto, large amounts of deaths happen.
Indeed.
You ever think about like the amount of people that die and the amount of funeral homes it is, like the funeral, like we have a spot out here called Inglewood Cemetery, right? Like
Yep.
from the day I was born to right now, within my 30 plus years on Earth, I can honestly say in Los Angeles, from the 90s to now, I can honestly say about a good 6,000 niggas I've seen with my own eyes are dead.
Mm-hmm.
There should be no more space in Inglewood Cemetery. None. Zero.
That's if everybody buys a plot in the cemetery, right?
So
You got to
like,
buy a plot to get there.
no, it's mad. You see all the funerals. You see everybody driving down the street. You see the cars, but
Yeah.
where the bodies go?
Mm-hmm. Supposedly they get cremated. You get some sort of ashes. Who's to say that they yours though? You know, that'd be a good way to disguise.
You know, melanin sell for a specific amount of gram, right?
Yeah, I could see that.
So you know, like the black body is worth like XYZ amount of dollars, right?
How
dumb
much is
expensive.
how much is the melanin per gram?
You got Google, big dog, run it.
But you
Four
got all
hundred
the
and forty-five
information.
dollars.
You got all the information right here. You say
No.
25?
$445 a
Oh,
gram.
445. Shit.
So how small is a gram?
I mean,
So like put a gram on your arm,
depends on the volume of the melanin,
put a
or the
gram on
density.
your arm, and then look at that gram on your arm, then compare that gram to your whole body. Then you got to go, man,
Mm-hmm.
my body might be worth XYZ amount of money.
Mm-hmm.
So then, you're pretty smart. So then we'll keep going. Like, you familiar with like the dark web and Silk Road and
Sure,
things of
sure.
this nature, right?
Dabbled.
You been on there a few times.
Yeah, I've dabbled.
So you seen
Go further, but I'll dabble.
how far did you dabble though?
I said I'm okay. I mean, shit.
You
You said
dabbled a
how
little
many?
bit,
You
right?
say you got investors in here.
You dabbled a little bit. So
I've
like,
dabbled.
did you dabble into like the red zone? Because it's a red zone where you could buy
Yep, I've
niggas. You could buy
the
niggas.
rooms, the
Yeah,
zooms.
yeah.
Yep.
You could buy niggas.
Mm-hmm.
It's Zoom meetings with them eating niggas too, right?
Indeed.
Okay, so I'm glad you're aware of that.
I am aware, yeah.
I appreciate your honesty, man. I love an honest non-black nigga. It's a lot of liars in this world.
I mean,
Um,
that's all I got is
so
honesty at this point.
yeah, no. So you are aware that like niggas, black niggas, grown black niggas, young black niggas, old black niggas, babies, all that are being ripped apart on there right now as we speak. You're aware.
Absolutely. I'm aware.
So like you know that, but like so like you wouldn't since you know that's happening as we speak,
Hmm.
you wouldn't think like damn
But I don't know
suntan lotion.
about the how widespread of that suntan lotion business is.
So like where else do you get melanin from, big dog?
I don't know. Let's hold on. Let me hop on the Google. Let me see where you can get melanin from. Surely you could synthesize it, right?
I don't know. Wait, hold on real quick. Why? What
Give me
happened?
some time.